So just go through this, because I'm going to tell a story.
Okay. I
The
guess
story is about spiders.
if you feel like reading, just read.
Yeah. So mere days ago, perhaps even yesterday.
It was yesterday.
It was literally
Definitely
yesterday.
It's been a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend. So to, I guess, elaborate on the dynamic a little bit here.
They just made a translation joke and it makes me really happy.
So when there's like a bug or something like that, like that's like my job to deal with, you know, like I don't have a whole heck of a lot of jobs here because I'm like a freeloader and kind of a loser. But like when it comes to dealing with stuff around the apartment, if there's bugs, like that's me. But anyway, so yesterday, Tom and I were sitting down for lunch, and as he was finishing up, he found like this little tiny baby spider on his sleeve, and he was like, "Hey, little spider," and Tom is now itching himself.
Holy crap! Dude, I wasn't even listening to your story. It just started happening. That's not okay.
It's getting into your brain cage.
It's way too late.
And so he picked up this little spider, and he was like, "Hey, man."
I hate spiders.
And he hates spiders.
But I've been trying to be good because you're not meant to, like, kill anything that lives. That sounds stupid. But I was like, instead of killing it just because it's a spider, like, that's not fair. Spiders are good for your house, actually. So I'm going to let it live, and I'm going to put it off to the side.
Yeah, so he just kind of flung it into the carpet.
I was like, all right, little guy.
Like,
you can be alive, just don't be on me.
Yeah, just don't be on me. Which was a fair request. And so we finished up lunch, and then, like, I finished up first, and Tom was still sitting down, and so I went over to go kiss him on his head, because, you know, waifu things. So I leaned down, and I kissed Tom on his head, and I looked at his right shoulder, and there was another little spider on there. And I was like, that's weird. Like, effing, what are the chances of there being two of these little spiders on Tom in, like, one sitting? And, you're like, don't listen to this, Tom. That's only one ear. How can I cover both of your ears?
Just effing tell the story.
You're cover both of your ears.
It already happened.
It's gonna traumatize you.
It doesn't matter.
It's gonna traumatize you. I'm covering Tom's ears, but I think he can still hear me, but hopefully not.
No, I definitely can't.
Here, I'm gonna put my...
Ow! Don't do that. Put your finger in my ear.
Don't listen.
Just talk. Jeez, I'm trying to read and I can't figure out the story.
Tom is gonna leave. Tom is kind of focused on reading.
I think Sayori is actually a figment of my imagination.
What? So anyway, so it was kind of like horror movie timing, where I realized this, and then I like leaned back, and then, you know, like my vision is like it pans across his shoulder, his left shoulder or his right shoulder, pans across his head, and then it lands on his left shoulder, and effing there was like a gazillion spiders on his left shoulder, like if you've ever seen like somebody with like severe dandruff issues, like imagine those dandruffs are instead effing spiders. And I was like, ah! Like there were like so many spiders. I was like, why? And then so I'm like horrified because a lot of spiders. It's like a lot of spiders. And I was like, Tom, why don't we take off your sweatshirt now? So...
And like, obviously, because I saw her do this and like her response was very obvious in a way of like, there's spiders on your hoodie, because I was wearing a hoodie. And I was like, oh, okay, there's spiders on my hoodie. And luckily it was like, I guess it's a sweatshirt. It had a zipper, like hoodies don't have zippers, but it had a zipper. So I just unzipped it and like gently laid it down on the chair and ran to the shower because I had no idea how many were on me.
It was effing a lot. And I was like, I tried to like fold it over the chair in such a way that Tom would not see like the vast amount of spiders.
I didn't even look. I didn't want to know.
You really didn't, because it was more than like
I saw the spider webs in the pot, because there's a big pot that they came from. I saw them as I turned around, and it was just like when you buy a sheet of like fluffy wool, and then you take a pepper grinder and just grind pepper on top of it for like an hour. That's how many spiders.
It was a lot of spiders. And so what had happened is my parents gave us these 2 giant pots because we were gonna grow like drugs on the patio. Not a joke.
Well, you can't just effing say that. I can't half listen to you, because then you say things like we're growing drugs.
We're not growing drugs.
We're not growing illegal drugs.
We're not growing illegal drugs.
That doesn't sound all that good.
But anyway, so we had these pots, and my parents had stored them outside, and I didn't look at them before we had them, and it had been like windy and stuff like that, so I just kind of left them inside. Apparently there was like a spider egg sac in there, and the baby spiders had hatched. They had made a web between the pot and the back of Tom's chair, and then they were like, you know what's great? Living on Tom's shoulder, like all of us. So it was like scads of these effing spiders, like, oh my gosh. Like, and I like spiders, like, I'm not like one of these people who's afraid of bugs, you know what I mean?
No, like, if we were out walking around, like, in the forest that we were at Pine Grove, and you see a spider the size of, like, most of your, like, the not the fingery bits, but the rest of your palm, and it's like a big black spider on a tree, and you don't know what kind it is, I go, oh crap, let's walk away from that tree. Erica goes, I want to poke the spider with a stick, because I want to see if it'll move. Yeah. Like, Erica does not care about spiders.
Yeah,
I mean, she likes them, not that she doesn't care about them, but she doesn't get weirded out like I do.
I'm not like scared of bugs. I'm not like scared of spiders or anything like that. But this was like too many spiders.
It was roughly 800 million too many.
It was so many spiders, like so many. So I was like, I got some bug spray out. I was like spraying everything. I was like I threw Tom's clothes in the wash. I threw the chair cushion in the wash, like drenched everything in bug spray, like threw the pots outside when I was fairly confident at least most of the spiders were dead. But it was just like so many spiders, and it was not cool, but it was hysterical because just like the horror, like I always like make fun of horror movies because they have like this really like tropey timing, you know, like something happens and then there's just enough time for like those freaked out violins to start going, and then it's like bam, you know, like bass drop or whatever. But it was like that, you know, like if someone had been filming from my perspective, it would have lined up perfectly to that trope because it was just like, oh, there's one spider. Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's how we spent our St. Patrick's Day, was fighting effing spiders. And they were little too, like they were baby spiders.
Oh yeah, they were teeny, but they were still terrifying.
But they were even the fact that they were small, they were roughly too many spiders.
Like if they all banded together Pikmin style, they could kick us both out of this house.
Quite easily. But luckily for us, I had to defend my husbandu, so they all died. At least most of them died.
And I took like a half-hour long shower just to be sure.
Yeah. So, long story short, don't bring stuff in from your house that you haven't like thoroughly checked for spiders.
Or even casually checked, because I don't think we even looked.
No, I really didn't even think about it.
I just kind of assumed your parents did, but nope.
Anyway, I missed that whole conversation with your waifu, but I'm assuming...
I think nothing happened. Alright, so Sayori is sad, but she won't tell me why, and she denies that she's sad. And then Yuri says that Sayori would be lucky to have me like her, like she likes me. And I said that that's silly, and here we are.
So, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway. This poem's about spiders! Your writing's pretty good.
When you start at level 0, it's hard to go anywhere but up.
You're really working hard, my dude. The emotions, they're everywhere. You're incredible.
Thanks. It never did come naturally to me either, but you're a good teacher. And I've been chasing after you.
Can I suck your D?
This feeling.
I'm glad I got the chance to share my writing.
There you go.
I never thought it would feel like this. My
So
first
hard.
time.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're good at something and you've never shared it with anybody. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm effing a lonely human being.
Dude, but why? She reads because she's alone.
I'm just like so lonely. I've got the autism so bad.
She
I can't
doesn't.
talk to people.
Well, that doesn't mean you have autism.
I can't talk
Necessarily.
to people. I'm not good at people. Books are awesome though. I love reading.
No, you gotta read this one right.
People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just want to something. Not Harry Potter though. That book's for teenagers. I'm an adult.
Whoa, dude, why you gotta alienate 100% of people?
Read other books!
I never finished reading them, to be fair. Like, I liked them, but I don't know. I wasn't as into them as everyone else around me. So.
I read all of them. Yeah, deep
I also read
thinkers
them
and
when I was a
problem
teenager, though.
solvers
So
who discover mysteries of life. Not like effing J.K. Rowling, who writes books for teenagers.
Dog, chill.
No chill. Like earlier today, Tom and I were talking about, he likes this band called Animals as Leaders, and apparently the lead guitarist is like really good at what he does.
It's Tosin Obasi, and he's amazing.
Yeah, but like also super humble and just also
Super nice dude.
like really chill and like, hey, you want to learn my riff? I teach you my riff. Like a cool dude, you know, like very passionate, very good at what he does, but like not pretentious whatsoever. I'm like the opposite of that, where I'm like, hey, where like I suck at what I do, but also I'm angry at people. I'm like, how do you spell Tosin Nabasi backwards?
What?
Nabasi Nista. I'm like reverse Tosin. Sienta.
I mean, he is a tall black dude, and you are a short white woman, so I guess you are the reverse Tosin.
I'm reverse Tosin.
You're also very bad at guitar.
Yeah.
And
that I don't play
think
at
you've
all.
ever played.
Yeah. I'm reverse Tosin. And then I'm a pretentious mofo who judges people.
Yeah. I do too, though. It's not good.
I feel really happy.
Wow. She just spent the whole time telling me about how shitty she is as a person and how crappy she is, and the one line you read is like, I'm great! I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri, like a queen.
So does she have self-esteem issues?
Yes, she's very lonely.
Does she hate herself?
Yes.
I wonder why.
Because she doesn't know how to friends. But now we do. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do.
It's not the last time you're going to be saying those two words. I'm going to marry this bitch.
Wow.
Would if I could.
Bitch. Let me get it for you.
Let me go to the mouse.
To the mouse. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair
Part 2. And Seath the Scaleless said, Woe unto you, Charmin Ultra.
Charmin Ultra. Bathing.
For you are the softest of tissues.
In the distance, a blue-green light flickers.
Oh, it's freaking Great Gatsby.
A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber.
You know someone named Amber.
Yeah.
Why can I never figure out how to move on from these things?
This is...
There we go. I don't. I finished the poem and I hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
Ellipses. Do you dislike it?
Of course not. Wow, that's actually what he said. I just don't really know how I should respond. I wasn't paying attention. What was it about? There's a stranger. It was dark,
I
and
think
he's a
it was
ghost.
about her having a crush on you, but I'm not
really?
100% sure, yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand it.
Ellipses.
She's having a hard time speaking. Does this one mean a lot to you? She nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope that we keep spending time together.
Aw, dude, she wants the D. She wants the D in her V.
She smiles a little. I try to hand the poem back to her, but she touches me. Oh, she's warm. You were actually warm there too. What the heck?
Whoa. The poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it?
E.
I'd love to.
I'm gonna wipe my butt with it. Oh, wait.
What?
I hope you can isolate that noise and sell it to the next to From Software so they can use it for the effing monsters in Dark Souls 4, because that's what that sounded like. It sounded like a hell demon squiggling up from the dark pits of Squish.
That was amazing. Oh, that was so good. I wish I could do it again.
I'm glad you're proud of yourself.
That sounded so cool. I don't know what it sounded outside of my own throat, but it sounded wicked awesome to me.
Well, luckily you edit these, so you'll be able to hear what your
hope
effing burp sounds
I hope it
like.
came out right. Like, that was a good one. Like, you heard the pre-burp, right? The, like, gurgling up from the depths. It's like a little alien moth where the little smaller one does something and then the big one does something.
I'm so glad you're proud of yourself, Tom. I'm so glad you feel accomplished.
If you can't tell, I started drinking this episode. Yuri smiles and she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make weird noises when you burp. I guess I'll still talk to you, though.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good blowjob. She turns back toward me.
Dude. Brah.
Yeah. I'm sure we will talk again later.
Brah.
She smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem in my pants.
And rub your gens against it.
Yeah. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh,
I
what
don't
time
know.
we got? Oh, we
time
gotta
to figure out later.
Yeah, next time we'll show a poem
We'll
to
show 'em a
3 people,
poem.
I guess. We'll get through them. Ready? Set. End. Play the little creepy burp noise again, Tom.